Welcome friends on Sam's Stock. This is an educational channel about Pakistan Stock Exchange. Do you know about Sharia compliance stocks and their eligibility criteria? In this video you will know about these questions in detail. If we talk about the prerequisite of Sharia compliance, there are two types of filters which should meet. Number 1, Sharia screening filters. Number 2, technical screening filters. We have 6 types of Sharia screening filters. Number 1, business of the investee company. Number 2, interest-bearing debt to total assets. Number 3, non-compliant investments to total assets. Number 4, non-compliant income to total revenue. Number 5, illiquid assets to total assets. Number 6, net liquid assets per share versus market price per share. Now let's discuss all the Sharia screening filters, one by one. First we have business of the investee company. That is, the core business of the company should not violate any principle of Sharia. Like companies making or selling liquor, pork, haram meat or involved in gambling, or any other impermissible activities. If the main business of the investee company is halal, but they deposit their surplus amount in an interest-bearing account or borrow money on interest, the shareholder must express his or her disapproval against such dealings, preferably by raising his or her voice against such activities in the annual general meeting of the company or by sending a letter to the management in this regard. The second filter is interest-bearing debt to total assets ratio. The interest-bearing debt to assets ratio should be less than 37%. Debt, in this case, is classified as any interest-bearing debt, including bonds, TFCs, commercial paper, conventional bank loans, finance lease, hire purchase, issuing preference shares, etc. Next is non-compliant investments to total assets. The ratio of non-compliant investments to total assets should be less than 33%. Non-Sharia compliant investments include investments in conventional mutual funds, conventional money market instruments, commercial paper, interest-bearing bank deposits, bonds, PIBs, FIB, T-bills, COIs, CODs, TFCs, DSCs, NSS, derivatives, etc. Non-compliant investments also include investments in companies which are declared Sharia non-compliant due to non-compliance to any of the mentioned criteria for Sharia compliance. Another filter that is non-compliant income to total revenue. This means the ratio of non-compliant income to total revenue should be less than 5%. Non-compliant income includes income from gambling, income from interest-based transactions, income from bearer-based transactions, that is, derivatives, insurance claim reimbursement from a conventional insurance company, any penalty charged on late payment in credit sale, income from casinos, addictive drugs, alcohol, dividend income from above-mentioned businesses or companies which have been declared Sharia non-compliant due to non-compliance to any of the mentioned criteria for Sharia compliance, etc. Total revenue includes gross revenue, plus any other income earned by the company. The second last filter, which is illiquid assets to total assets. Let's have a look. The ratio of illiquid assets to total assets should be at least 25%. Illiquid assets include inventory of raw materials, work in process, all fixed assets such as property, plant and equipment, stores and spares, stock and trade, etc. Now we have the last Sharia screening filter. Net liquid assets per share versus market price per share. Means market price per share should be at least equal to or greater than net liquid assets per share. As we discussed earlier, that we have 2 types of prerequisites. Till here, we understand Sharia screening filters. If we look, technical screening filters. It has also 6 classifications. Let's see them, one by one. Technical screening filters. Screening criteria number 1. The company which is on the defaulters counter and/or its trading is suspended, declared non-tradable, as on the recomposition date, shall not be considered for inclusion in All Shares Islamic Index or in KMI 30. Screening criteria number 2. The company will be eligible for All Shares Islamic Index of Pakistan and in KMI 30 if its securities are available in the central depository system. Screening criteria number 3. Newly listed company shall be included in index recomposition list which fulfills the other eligible criteria. Screening criteria number 4. The company must have an operational track record of at least 1 financial year. Screening criteria number 5. The company which have less than 5% free float and/or of its shares are traded for less than 75% of the total trading days of the review period shall be included in index, however disclosed separately in the index. Screening criteria number 6. Mutual funds, both open-ended and closed-ended, are ineligible for inclusion in the All Shares Islamic Index and KMI 30. Thank you for your time. Please like my video if you like and do not forget to subscribe my channel.